So Andy, let's see who this week's swing analysis winner is.
Hey, Mike here with the Golf Podcast presented by Golficity. Hey, Piers and Andy, thanks so much for letting me send you my swing so you can really dive into it and help me out, help me cure my issues. So as you'll see, I'm heading to the range now and I'm going to be hitting driver, some hybrids for my videos that I sent you. And I wanted you to take a look at why I am slicing the ball. I have a very outside in swing. My miss is always right, even with my irons. I don't think I'm getting my hips through the ball. I'm very handsy and I'm not committing to my shot. So, hey, if you can help me out, it'd be great. Thanks.
So for a chance to win a swing analysis from myself and Andy, plus a 12-month subscription to meandmygolf.com and 18 birdies, this is what you need to do.
For your chance to win a swing analysis, simply click on the link in the description below where you can enter your details for a chance to win.
Thank you, Mike, for that intro. Now, Mike Fasano and Frank Fasano, if you don't know who these guys are, Golf is City. We were on their podcast a couple of weeks ago. We really enjoyed doing it. It's a couple of great guys based in New York, absolutely love golf, so make sure you give them a follow. Click on the links in the description down below, check them out on social, and make sure you listen to their podcast. They've got usually got some really good guests on there. Their topics of discussion are fantastic, and they're just golf nuts, aren't they?
They are great golfers as well.
Yeah, very good. So let's have a look at Mike's golf swing now. Obviously, Mike has said already that he's coming down over the top, so there's a few things we want to check, but let's actually just play the golf swing in full motion from the front on view first of all. And we can see when he's doing this, there's a lot of speed there. So there's a lot of power, which is fantastic. But if we slow this down now, let's look at the hips, because we have a little bit of a sway in the backswing. So that sway off the golf ball, even though you can see by his downswing, he's actually moving back really well to the golf ball, could cause him a few problems. Again, let's go down the line, let's get it in full motion. Again, lots of power there. We can see though in full motion that the club is coming down over the top. So if we then go into the actual downswing and slow it down, we can see here as he gets to the top of the backswing, his hips, which he's obviously saying he's been working at, he's feeling he doesn't work them hard enough. He's definitely working at it, because you can see, in our opinion, actually he's moving them a little bit too much. Look how much rotation he gets in his pelvis, and the club shaft hasn't even dropped below the level of his shoulders. So his hips are pretty much parallel to the target line, and the club shaft has hardly moved down into its downswing. Now that movement there, that really excessive, aggressive hip rotation, is what's causing that club to be thrown out down over the top. So I think obviously you're aware that you wanted to do something with your hips, and not to say that you needed to do it, you didn't need to do it before, but at the moment, probably your best bet is to slow it down. But before we get into it, Andy, let's just go into the setup and just show what we don't quite like about the setup, because it gets a little bit too much into the toes.
Yeah, and you know, it's amazing, isn't it, Pierce? We've done a lot of this recently, and whenever we look at somebody's posture, it's amazing how many times we are looking at what the feet are doing and where the weight distribution is. And certainly with Mike, he is a little bit far away from the golf ball, and the weight is very much through the toes. We know from here there's a few balance issues. We can see on his through swing he tends to sort of go towards the toes.
Yeah.
It doesn't help with the direction that you swing the golf club either. So very much on the toes in the setup. We would prefer to see him a little bit closer, so the arms are a little more hanging down and the weight right through the middle and the arches of the feet. You can use the ground more efficiently here, and it's just going to be so much more stable.
Yeah, it's definitely going to have to feel as though it is in your heels a little bit to start with when you do this. We want it through the middle, but it's going to have to feel as though it's in the heels for you. So, Andy, what we want to be able to do then, we want to get a drill which is going to give good balance through the feet. We want a drill which is going to make him not sway. And we want to get a drill which is going to stop him coming over the top. Is that 3 drills? Or
three drills.
Can we do?
We can do three, maybe 1 for 3.
Can you
three
really?
for the price of 1.
Look at that.
So that's a better deal, I think.
Slightly better deal.
Okay, right, look.
So 1 drill to cover 3. Okay, let's do it.
So what we're going to do, we want to basically quieten the hips down. And the reason is we want to get the club swinging more to the right as opposed to over the top of the plane. So what we're going to get Mike to do is literally, first of all, we're going to get him set up, we're going to get him closer, and we're going to feel that he can go from toes to heels and then halfway fine in the middle. Now from here, we're going to simply, Mike, just get you to pull the right foot back like so. This is going to feel like it closes the hips off a little bit. Now from here, the focus now is to make a backswing. It's going to encourage you to actually rotate now as opposed to sway. We don't want that first movement that way. So we're going to rotate into that backswing. And now on the downswing here, we're going to feel as almost we're going to keep these hips closed and swing down along the line of the feet. So the hands and the arms are now swinging much more out to the right. And this is now going to change the path. It's going to quieten the hips down, it's going to keep you a little more balanced, and it's going to encourage a better rotation throughout the whole golf swing. And this is a great feeling, Piers, this one, because we're really just presetting the hips in a slightly more closed position and trying to slow them down, as opposed to being toes and then really being aggressive and opening up too early.
Okay, so just set up for me. We're actually going to get you to hit a drill shot first, but the real thing that we actually like people to do when they're hitting golf shots is to feel that their belt buckle and the middle of the chest, in Andy's case here, don't go past this front on position here. So this front on camera view, we don't want them turning left of that. So he's really feeling as though, as he said, it's all arms in the downswing.
So I'm expecting quite a big draw on this one. So right foot back, body's quiet. I'm really feeling the arms are sort of going to release past the body almost on this one, Piers.
Exactly that. And we've got about...
That's pretty nice. That was
5 yard draw.
That was a nice one, actually.
So what we need you to do, Mike, is to hit a lot of repetitions doing this. So if you're going to the range and hitting 100 golf balls, 80 of them should be like this in this initial phase, for sure.
Yeah, and the great thing about this, Mike, is as well, you're firing your hips fantastically. Most people are quite square on at the golf ball, so we don't want to take that away from you.
No.
We just want to control it a little bit in order to create some better path numbers on the way down for some more consistency. So we love the fact that you can fire and clear. We just need to control it and get the path and the delivery better.
Yeah, definitely. So it's all about creating this disassociation between the arms and the hips, really. So
I'm going to hit one more.
Hit one normal, yeah?
Same feeling now, though. So I've got that
I think
same,
so.
maybe even do a practice swing with that back, incorporate this on the golf course.
There we go.
Feeling that, and then let rip and see if I can create that another little draw. That's going to be hard
You're
to
not going
beat,
to beat
Piers.
that. No, you're not going to beat that.
I'm going to beat it. I'm going to beat it. Well, it was more powerful, but it was a little bit of a tail off to the right. Maybe I need to practice that one
You
a
should
bit
go with
more.
the first one. That one was nowhere near as good. Okay, look, guys, hope you enjoyed that. Mike, hope you enjoyed that as well. Hopefully you can get out there and beat Frank. We'll be saying the same to him in his swing analysis as well, obviously. Now, guys, look, May is all about driving, so make sure you check out the rest of the content we've got going throughout meandmygolf.com and throughout social media this month.
So if you have any comments and questions on that video, make sure you post them down below. Now, look, we've just fixed, hopefully, Mike's over the top. If you want to fix your swing fault, then check out our shop fixer section over at meandmygolf.com that's been designed for you to find your faults and fix them as fast as possible. Check it out now, click the link in the corner, and we will see you over there.